What do you want to tell the people what the game is?
Okay. I get nervous. Okay, I've never done this before. I'm excited. Okay, so this game that we're gonna be playing is called Ride or Die, made by my two friends here and third friend.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people involved, but these are the two that I know personally. It's Ride or Die. It's a horror game, visual novel, dating simulator.
All of the above.
And then Weasley on Snail.
Yeah. That was so scary. I was dead for a second.
I'm carrying him so gently.
So slowly. Okay, ready? Start.
Yep.
There we go. You're not quite sure what you're seeing here. I mean, alright, you do know what's in front of your eyes, but it's difficult to put it into perspective. You've just gotten off a lengthy ride across the water, and while your brain might be a little scrambled from the sway, you still know where you are. The near obnoxious theming around every corner won't let you forget. You've arrived at the theme park known as Clover's Island. It is exactly as the name implies, an island fully dedicated to a single amusement park. The mainland is just too densely wooded to make room for this kind of project, at least not without cutting into valuable hunting land. Because of this, the park's existence is a miracle on several levels. There's no doubt that even with the low price of admission and the struggles of their location, they've made their money back tenfold. None of that means Clover's Island is a good theme park, mind you. It just means there's nothing like it for miles around, and if you've got the money for a vacation, but not for a plane ticket, your options are rather limited. Now, you know they might have money, but certainly not for what you're seeing here. Instead of— oh my god, there's the guy! Sorry, I got excited. Instead of a receptionist, you're greeted by what looks to be a desktop computer. The fact that it's clearly delighted to see you is both comforting in the sense that you're sure you'll get some good help, and deeply, deeply disquieting in the sense that you now have to figure out if a computer can be happy.
Good morning and welcome to Clover's Island. How was your ferry ride?
Sorry, okay, I'm not doing a Wenzel impression.
Create the rabbit that is in your heart.
The rabbit that's in my heart? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard it's been pretty bumpy this past week, but it looks like you got here all in one piece, so now we can get started with your day at the park.
All right, automated responses. You can deal with that.
Could I have your name for the check-in?
What's your name?
It's Oppo. Should it be Oppo or Possum?
I think Oppo works like that.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, is today the big day? Are we live? Is everybody ready?
This is so cute! Oh my god!
He loves you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you have a great day at the park together. Try playing the demo yourself, too. You might find more secrets. And remember, your Twitch account is connected to your personal information in a million little ways. If you're rude in chat, it'll be super easy to... Huh? What? Never mind. Our lawyers say I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'll finish getting you checked into your room now.
The computer turns its attention to the monitor it's sitting in front of. You assumed all that equipment was there for human staff, but it really does seem to be using them. Nothing's happening on the desktop screen, which might not even be plugged in, but it's staring between the monitor and the keyboard as if it's using them, and you're not sure if interrupting would mess up the process. This whole situation feels just a little off. You came in on the morning ship with a huge group of people, so you can only assume everyone else is getting started with their trips too, but there's an emptiness to the lobby that suggests otherwise. Not just in the literal sense, with you and the computer being the only ones around, but...
Here we go! You're lucky to have gotten a room. Usually we're all booked up with student trips months in advance. Well done! You'll be in room 309 up on the 3rd floor. If the fog clears, the view of the mainland should be stunning from up there. Your luck just doesn't run out, does it?
Maybe it's just theming, all the mentions of luck, but something in the back of your mind doesn't like it.
Before you head up there, do you have any questions? I'd love to help.
You should probably ask about... the rabbit system.
That's me. My name stands for Reception, Automation, Booking, and Bunny Hop Information Tech. I help monitor and organize the park with things like guest scheduling, hotel reservations, and information desk stuff. I'm pretty much stuck here in terms of voice, but I've got a great camera system, so I can make on-the-fly changes to my suggestions and tell staff when they're needed somewhere. Technically, I should be telling a lot more people to do a lot more of their job, but our technician snipped that part of my protocol, so I'm not required to report it anymore. He said the alerts were blowing his phone up, so it must have been really annoying for everyone else too.
That's not ominous.
I'm who you'll go to for hints on where to go next and how to make the most of your stay. I know should, and it's my favorite thing in the world to share it. If you're ever lost or confused, I'm ready to put you back on the right road. Route.
You should probably
Living
ask
dreams.
about maps and scheduling.
You'll be able to see the map soon, but for today, just think really, really hard about how awesome a map will be. Isn't it great? So detailed. Since we're an island, there's not that many places to run off to, so you'd have a tough time getting lost. It's a big help when trying to track down stray guests if somebody veers off the path. The map also includes opening and closing hours for everything in the park, which is going to be important since you'll be staying here with us for a few days. Since you can't see it yet, I'll tell you myself. You'll have to be back at the hotel by 10 p.m. since the maintenance and cleanup people need time to do their jobs when nobody's around. And at 7 a.m., we'll reopen the gates for you. The park is already open today, so that won't matter quite yet. Speaking of, we offer breakfast food here at the hotel 24/7. It's a huge improvement over all those places that close their breakfast too early, don't you think? If you need staff help and you're wondering where someone is, most of our employees have consistent schedules that you can figure out just from knowing their duties. Clover has to be at his character appearances, the cooks work their restaurants, and the ride operators are at their stations. Stuff like that. If they're not scheduled somewhere, then they might not want to be found. Everyone deserves a break, even from a job as fun as this. Maybe they'll let you come with them if they like you enough. Only one way to find out. As for me, I'll always be here. It'd be tough to run away unless someone came to get me for repairs. Even then, we'd just go back to the workroom. That means if you have any questions, you're never going to be out of the loop. Unless...
Oh my god! Sad! I'm screenshotting this, it's so cute. Yoink!
Unless, of course, you don't want to talk to me before you leave, but why would you do that?
You should probably ask
Why would
about
you
all
do
done.
that?
All done!
See you again soon. Have a fantastic day out in the park and good luck.
Ominous.
I definitely didn't have the Sprite on hand. It's just
It's easy enough to get unpacked since you only brought what you need for yourself, and the rest of the day is all yours. While there isn't a formal rope drop ceremony each morning, you know a throng of jostling 20-somethings and frustrated children will be crowded around the main gate, and you're not here to get trampled on your first day. Speaking of gates, you could barely see the inside of the park from your brief glance on shore. You weren't expecting this level of density. They're making the most of their space, that's for sure. When you were a kid, it was nowhere near this scale, and with how rapidly they're growing, it's a surprise they're able to keep from building straight into the water. You consider just walking in without a set plan, seeing what catches your eye and going for it, but then you remember the time you got lost as a kid for 3 hours doing exactly that. Yeah, no, maybe not. Let's pick out a good starting point. Okay, pick is a strong word. This is a demo and you have one choice. Just pretend there are options, okay? It looks like their character actor is going to be near the main fairground area in about half an hour. You remember really liking him as a kid, with all that exuberance and flair, and even if the magic isn't quite there as an adult, there's no harm in trying.
the guys with exuberance and flair, I hear.
Yeah,
Exuberance and flair are 2 words for it.
The main center of activity for the park is its fairground space, full of little games and spectacles to distract you and take your money before you even reach a ride. With the morning rush of bodies, it's warm and bright and loud, lights and bells turning your head back and forth. It's easy now to see why people long for this. Even with the sky a murky gray, there seems to be a blanket over the island, one that makes it easy to be happy despite it all. You know the magic will wear off once you see how much it all costs, but for now, the crowd parts just enough to see someone much taller than the rest. Ubba.
Oh, pretty.
You remember Clover. You know what his costume is supposed to look like. It's never been the best, not like those big plush creatures from parks far wealthier, but seeing it now in the light of adulthood. Oh. Oh. The music cutting off.
Don't you love him?
What?
Don't you love him? Isn't he lovely? Don't you love him? You love him, right?
Oh, the fingers ripped? Oh my god. Is that just his hand?
I don't know anything about that.
The dead eye stare is fucked up.
Look at me with both your eyes, boy.
There's an energy oozing off of him that you can't quite place. Something sickly and alive. It's like he's not quite puppeted. There's not enough looseness for that. But the words escape you. It's more like his limbs are braced, hinged, kept steady and in line by something outside himself. He keeps his gestures broad, telegraphed, and smooth, which you'd assume is both to keep up that larger-than-life cartoon presence and to avoid hitting anyone in the face. The crowd around him doesn't seem to notice. As he kneels to face one of the smaller children vying for attention, it smiles and squeals and reaches out as if nothing could ever go wrong. I like that. I assume the child is the it, and
you were the first person to point out that I used its pronouns for a baby.
no, well, that's because babies are its pronouns, and I will die on that hill. He turns to look at you. Like it or not, his attention is yours. I will approach. He seems perfectly eager to talk, and when he turns himself towards you, the groups around him mingle and sway at their own pace. They're either content to wait or already distracted elsewhere. Hard to tell. Oh, the dirt. Oh. That's so, like, he lays on the ground when he's not busy. I think the most fucked up part of the uniform is that there's no bodysuit under, so you can see his skin. And it's upsetting and unsettling.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it just?
Isn't it just? Yes. Well, hello. I don't think I've seen you yet. Did you come in with the morning fair? Hang on. I gotta give Clover a voice. I'm doing a... I'm doing voices for all the characters, but I don't know how many there are.
You've got 2 voices to do, and that's it. You're good.
Narrator, Rabbit, and Clover.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse? Should I do Mickey Mouse for Clover?
If
I mean,
you do
would be
that,
putting on
I
a-
will have to kill you with a gun.
It would be a cartoon character voice.
It would be a
Cartoon.
cartoon character voice.
But
You should be Ash.
I should be what?
Ash, Mr. Ketchum,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
titular cartoon boy.
Okay, hang on. Let me... See, the thing is, I've never watched Pokemon, so I'm going off of, like, Pokemon clips I've seen on TikTok. Pikachu.
No, you kind of nailed it in one.
Well, hello. I don't think I've seen you yet. Did you come in with the morning fairy?
You aren't exactly sure how he knows that, but reply or not, he continues on.
How are you liking your visit so far? It's always great to meet new people, especially somewhere so nice.
Respond negatively, this place kind of sucks and he should know about it. Be positive, he seems sincere, at least partly. Be positive, he seems sincere.
That's good to hear. It's hard to be sad in a place like this. With school coming soon, it's the perfect time to let loose and play before the cold comes. I'm glad you're spending that time here with us.
It seems odd to you that he'd even mention sadness and cold. Aren't characters like this supposed to pretend life's always perfect? Speaking of, while he's echoing the same tone as the hotel computer, it's not his own. It isn't that he's putting on a voice. He is, but that isn't the point. But more like he's acting through a filter. Not just self-censoring, but something deeper than that.
Have you gone on any of the rides yet today? I know it's pretty early, so mine should be nice and short. Or were you looking for something else first?
Looking for you. He makes a sound like a verbal exclamation point. You aren't sure how, but maybe it's a function of the costume. Does he have some kind of squeaker or something? That can't have been made by a human mouth.
I'm so flattered. I love when people are here to see me. I know everyone's got somewhere to be, so it warms my heart hearing you planned time to say hi.
You'd think a lot of people would do just that, but with the way he phrases it, it feels so personal. Yes, you came to see him, and somehow that's more special than anyone else. Wow, he's really good at this.
It's easy to get lost in it all, huh?
With the way he looks around, reverent even through his mask, you understand. It's tempting to lose yourself in the waves of color. That's the point, right? To keep you where the temptations are? Maybe it's less fun to be negative. Maybe seeing it with a bit more optimism is easier. You're here for a reason, aren't you?
Sorry, I just get excited sometimes.
Oh my god, the ooh fingers!
I have a lot of fun here, so my favorite thing is watching everyone pass through the crossroads. Seeing people appreciate all the park has to offer, it makes the hard work worth it.
You aren't actually sure what hard work he does. Is there much more to being a mascot than standing and smiling? You're sure there is, but it might be rude to ask out here in the open. The question hits the back of your teeth and bounces into a stumbled sound. It must be pretty obvious what you're about to say, because he seems to consider the question, even though it never actually came out. A veil you couldn't see lifts just along its edge. Metaphorically, of course, because if he were wearing an actual veil, it'd have to be the size of a damn window curtain.
You know, I'm pretty busy today with greeting everyone. Maybe if I get through as much as I can, I'll have some spare time tomorrow after the fairground.
He's not just talking to himself. He waits until you're obviously paying attention to keep going.
If I'm smart about it, I might have time to go out to the shopping district and check if anything exciting is happening. I'll have to stick close to the employee fence, though, in case they really need me.
You nod along, putting on your best face of sympathy. Of course. You know how it is when people need you. Speaking of, you'd better get going since this crowd is starting to bring their focus back. I hope you'll think about coming back tomorrow. I'm gonna fuck the rabbit. With how many questions you have, of course you will. That sounds like it's an answer to what I just said.
Oh my god.
Good morning! I hope your first day was exciting! The weather report says it might be a little drizzly out there with some pretty heavy fog at the shoreline and over the water. We might not be sending out the midday ferry if it gets too bad, so if you need to go off island, you might have to do it tomorrow. Don't worry though, I'll try to get anything you need delivered right up to your room for you.
Before you head out, you can talk about, learn more about someone.
Hey, unfortunately, you got the voice perfect, and that's making me so angry.
Unfortunately,
Hey,
that was really good, and I need to fall to the floor.
Ew! Has somebody caught your attention?
The actor for Clover.
Oh! Okay, are you sure? I mean, yeah, he's tall, but have you gotten close enough to look at him? Like, really look. He's so bitter about the suit that he's not really taking care of it. Sure, he looks fine from far off, but, well, if that's what you're here for, go right ahead. Since he's always on the clock, he should be pretty easy to find. Check the schedule for his character appearances. It used to be more complicated when the other mascots were around.
Other mascots? I didn't know about that.
Smiles.
Smiles.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you.
It used to be more complicated when the other mascots were around, but now that he's the only one, scheduling's a lot simpler. Other than that, he's probably hiding out wherever it's quiet. Might not be as friendly when he's on a duty though. You sure that's what you're after? Still? Really? You're lost. On that note, don't be too meek or dumb with him. If you're interested in being real friends, some pushback against his attitude might get him to see you as more than just a guest. Might be fun to see what happens if he thinks you're gullible though. Give it a shot. It could end up really funny for me. I mean you. Really funny for you. Well, if you're into him, you might actually like it, so more power to you.
Before you head out, you can talk about, I've already done that. Because this hasn't changed, does it?
No, they do not.
Okay.
See you again soon. Have a fantastic day out in the park, and good luck.
He didn't give the best directions, not by a long shot, but it's not that hard to deduce what he meant when the possibilities are so limited. You see the flash of a little green tail disappear into a gap you never would have noticed otherwise. Looks like you found the right place. There he is, just like he said, leaned up against the rough wall of the alley between merch stores and employee zones. In the dim light, you see his posture is loose, bordering on exhausted, but as soon as you enter, his eyeline, it scrunches up to something far tenser than attention. It's a beat before you recognize, and then a time between. You can't be sure exactly what he was preparing to do if you were a stranger. The realization is obvious when it comes. He slumps, the textured brick catching the suit's fur to stick to him to the wall like Velcro. His sigh of relief is almost inaudible over the noise of the street nearby, but pressed through the thin mouth of his suit, it comes out as a high hiss. God, speaking of fur, his suit must be unbearably hot. The wind coming up off the water has started to bring a sharp chill with it, one of the signals that summer has finally been overtaken, but that fabric must be holding him at 100 degrees. For just a second, you wonder if you could feel it through the layer between you. That would be super creepy though, and you already suspect he was ready to swing at you when you walked up, so maybe not.
Your main character just keeps like falling into the speech and thought patterns of a normal main character and then going, wait, hold on, no, that's fucking stupid.
See, the thing is, I think because he's like not in, well, like he's in character, but I can't tell if he would be that kind of bitch that would keep the voice on while he has the head on, or if he would drop the act because we're like behind.
Oh, he drops the act.
Yeah, give
Okay.
it like 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I did invite you, didn't I?
Like,
Yeah.
okay. He still seems pretty out of it, but at least it's in a calmer way than before.
Thanks for coming over. I don't really talk to a lot of the other people who work here, and you...
He hesitates, and it doesn't take a genius to see he's trying to think of an excuse. This wasn't very planned out, was it?
seemed like you were curious. I've got nothing to do until the next show, and...
He crosses his arms loosely in front of him.
I didn't really plan on what to do if you did come.
He said that before, sorry. Nope.
About why he's here. He shrugs, pulling the suit up taut around his shoulders for a second.
The breeze is good, it's out of the way, and we're pretty close to the best pretzels. Since I can fit them in the suit mouth, they're usually an okay lunch.
Even though he's not facing you, you can tell he's watching out of the corner of his eye. Sure, he's not on high alert anymore, but the faux relaxation doesn't hold up at close range. You meant more broadly, of course, but his insistence on answering only the exact question gives you the idea something's up. Push the question could fuck it up. I want to ask about the character. I'm gonna push the question. You can tell as soon as you try that you've made a dangerous move.
You mean, why am I not performing? I'm on my break. I thought that'd be pretty obvious. It's not exactly easy to keep up that energy all fucking day. We don't have fancy tunnels to hide in, so the break room is anywhere guests aren't looking.
Thankfully, once the rant is over, he seems to relax just a smidge. With a laugh that's more like a puff of air, he gestures to you.
Well, I guess anywhere most guests aren't looking. Lucky you.
About the character.
Oh, first visit, huh?
It's not, but interrupting doesn't seem wise right now. It was precarious enough to get him talking at all, and if you stop him, you think there's a good chance he might not start back up. He pulls off the wall, standing with arms open in front of you.
Clover, mascot of the island, cute little bunny, on all the merch. According to the ice cream bar, tastes like orange creamsicle. Personality traits include being happy about the park and basically anything that goes along with that.
With a quick turn of the head and waist to glance at his tail, he quickly adds,
The cute part is a lot easier to get across when I'm actually in the zone. Right now, I kind of look like shit.
Agree. There's a beat of silence where you're both unsure. I should have saved! I should have saved!
Go back. You can press a back button.
Aha!
It's okay. I love you.
Disagree. It's shocking he's able to roll his eyes without actually moving them at all. More of a head roll. Yeah, but it's all about context.
We're not out on the street. You don't have to be nice. I know the suit's not the best, and I'm a grown man. I'm not cute.
You can be.
You can be. It's in your heart of hearts, grown man. He's not wrong. It's not the highest quality outfit, and looking closely, you can see where it's been repaired several times over the years. The white markings you see on logos and merchandise are there, sewn in, but are faded and dirtied so far that they blend into the rest of his pelt. What survives is the darker green, his cheeks and his feet, with his hands a lone bastion of sharp white that flit around when he changes position. Now that he's not trying to be cute, you notice that he doesn't make the huge sweeping movements of before, and instead snaps between positions with unnerving quickness. To your curiosity's advantage, it means he holds still a lot more often. What looks like a discolored fingertip out in the main park is actually a tear in the fabric. You're curious, yes, but if he's already tense, it may not be wise to ask about it.
So yes, you were correct.
Oh, the finger's ripped? Oh my god, is that just his hand?
I don't know anything about that. It was an open finger.
It is an open finger just hanging out. Ask anyway, obviously. Yeah, knew you were gonna do that. Oh, the close-ups fucked up. I hate it.
Beautiful. See him beautiful. Isn't he so pretty in the light?
Gorgeous.
In the nice pretty light. You love him, right?
Gorgeous. I love
We made the demo about God's prettiest princess instead.
God's prettiest princess.
Yeah, he
you-
does have beautiful princess disorder, I think, probably.
I need the photo of the upside down peace sign, Clover. That one's adorable and I need it for personal reasons. He brings his hand back in towards himself, acting like he hadn't noticed it before. He's not as good of a liar out of character, though.
Oh, I guess it did come off. Probably just got caught in a door or something. No big deal. I'll get it fixed.
That doesn't sound right. His only other exposed skin is his throat and wrist, so he must have been able to feel the difference, at least in temperature. Plus, he hasn't been brushing off anything else so far, so why get cagey now? Looking closer, it seems like the knuckles on both hands are more worn down than you'd expect from someone whose job is to smile and dance. Maybe it's just from... You'll find an excuse if you think hard enough. At least you hope you will, because you're starting to get a rather dark picture painted for you. More about him. Don't look at me. Not like that.
Unfortunately, he will look at you.
Unfortunately is correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to look over both of your shoulders at the exact same time.
It would be tough to say how he reacts. That cushion between you, the one you felt while he was out in the streets, returns out of force and could nearly push you backwards. There's more complexity here than just acting professional.
I work as the mascot for the park. When my shift's done, I'll go home and forget about it. Not much to say about myself outside of that.
That can't be it. Your frustration lays plainly on your face, and before you can open your mouth to protest and push further, he cuts you off.
I'm not supposed to talk too much about myself. It'd spoil the character. Until I can go home, I'm Clover, and even in a place like this, that's all I get to say.
Bubby asked if they get a free ticket, can I be killed by my favorite, kicks my paws.
I think you have to really believe in your heart and work hard and know what will get them.
If you want to be killed by your favorite, you have to pay us real money. That is not a joke.
if you give us human money and an image of the person you want to be killed, we will kill them.
And it's just me coming at you with a baseball bat.
My favorite killer in Ride or Die, Oppo.
I already asked about him, more about his job. He seems to have expected this, at least in part. It's not as scripted as trying to talk outside, not by a long shot, but it feels like he's thought this through before.
My job is mostly to get my picture taken. It's the easiest thing you could ever get paid for.
He gives you that wide arms spread smile you've watched several times now. Even here, surrounded by refuse and brick, it invites attention and praise.
Mostly I just go with the flow. Remember the character and the rest comes naturally. Sure, it feels stupid sometimes, but kids eat it up. They're the ones who ask for merch, so they're the ones that matter to me. If you're over 20 and you're still buying from the gift shop, then I've got no influence over it anymore. I perform for everyone, obviously, but the most important ones are the ones who are still dependent on someone else.
There's some refusal of script then, as he seems to speak almost to himself for a second. You can't be sure if he intends it to be heard at all.
I can't really hate them, even when it would be a lot easier to. They don't have any control over their day, you know? Being noticed is the most exciting thing that'll happen to them for a long time.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Jam.
it's so nice.
I need you to keep it in your pants, at least for now.
If you want ride recommendations, I'm really not your guy. I can't fit on most of them with this head on. By the time the park closes, they're working to shut everything down for the night, and trying to hold them up just so I can play doesn't exactly seem like good coworker behavior.
With the vitriol put into those last words, you suspect he's been lectured on what good coworker behavior means more than once. I'm not the best educated on the park's history either, but I at least know we've been open since at least the 70s.
Clover's been the mascot since the start. There used to be more costume characters.
Oh, more! They talk about it! They talk about it! You talk about it! They talk about it! Sorry.
Clover's been the mascot since the start. There used to be more costume characters. You can still find some of them on the art, but it's been a long time since they last made an appearance.
I guess, because it's just going to repeat it if I do it again, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all. He glances over your shoulder, back out into the street, and seems almost defeated. Not reluctant, but resigned.
It's been too long. Gotta get back to work.
He looks like he wants to just walk past, continue his shift, and forget you two were ever here, but that's not what happens.
Tomorrow, I'll be here again. You don't have to come. It's not like I'll have anything new to talk about, but I guess I won't stop you if you decide to maybe... Whatever. You should get back to the park. Go ride a ride or something. Eat a churro. Bye.
And he's gone. He's already brushed past you and out into the streets by the time his words land in your mind. Well, no matter what you do today, you know where you'll be tomorrow.
Welcome back! It looks like once this conversation is over, you'll have reached the end of the demo. There's more to do in our few days together, so make sure to come back and try again to see what happens. Have you died yet? Have you gone around backstage? Have you kissed him?
He laughs with a shrill, chittery beeping sound.
Just kidding, I don't think you can get that far. Kisses are for people who... Anything else before you go?
NSFW toggle.
Well, there's
Wait,
also
wait.
credits and social media.
Okay.
This is the worst. I don't like that! I don't like that! Why is that Gojo Satoru? No, wait. Sukuna? Whoops, lol. You're dead. You fucked it up. Congrats. Credits, social media, NSFW, toggle, all done.
You can hit any of them.
Credits.
Our artists are Starfish King, she, they for CGs and sprites, Hey St. Jude, they, he for backgrounds. Our music and sound effects have been made by Last Key Music, he, him, and Zombie Mutt, he, it. Programming into Ren'Py, the engine the game is running on, is by Mama Sandwiches, they, it, and Buildabo, he, him. None of the code was stolen off Reddit. Not at all! All our script writing is being done by some weird little furry. To be honest, I don't really think anyone should be listening to him. I mean, what kind of person comes up with this stuff? Huh? What? Oh! Never mind, turns out he's the one who wrote me, and I love myself, so I guess I love him too.
You wish you could recall exactly what came out of your mouth. That way, maybe you could be sorry about it. You know it was true, and you know it was justified, but seeing his reaction blinds you to anything that came before. You pointed out, he doesn't even look.
I know. They're shaking because I'm so fucking excited to do this.
I didn't like it, I got scared. Oh
Yeah,
my
enjoy.
god, it was so fucking good. I'm not a huge visual novel person. I'm not even a huge dating sim person. And I'm not a horror person. I love this fucking game. Like, this was fun. Like, it was so much fun, and not just because, oh, my friends made it, I'm gonna play it. Like, I genuinely enjoyed playing the game because it's enough intrigue immediately upon, like, the first, like, you press start, and it's interesting, you know? And, oh my god. Big love to it. I'm so excited for the full game. I'm so excited for the full game. I genuinely loved that. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.